Rasputin looked like a man who hadn't seen a bathtub since the 1800s. Long greasy hair, wild beard, ragged peasant robes. But here's the thing. By the time he was mingling with Russian royalty, he could have cleaned up any time he wanted. So, why didn't he? It started at the monastery of St. Nicholas. Rasputin left his family, spent years living among monks, people who deliberately wore plain and humble clothing to show devotion to God. After that, he became a wandering mystic, walking across Russia for years. Not exactly ideal conditions for a skincare routine. But then, Rasputin arrived in St. Petersburg, and suddenly he's having dinner with the wealthiest aristocrats in all of Russia, people who had money, influence, and absolutely nothing interesting going on. And they were obsessed with him, the filthy wandering mystic, the strange holy man from the wilderness. Here's where it gets interesting. At that point he had the resources to buy new clothes, get a haircut, take a bath. He could have reinvented himself entirely, but he didn't, and maybe that was completely intentional. Think about it. The moment Rasputin put on a powdered wig and a fine coat, he'd become just another guest at the party. Boring. Replaceable. But as the dirty, hypnotic peasant prophet, he was unforgettable. The look was the trick. It made him seem otherworldly, untouched by vanity, beyond normal society, and the aristocrats, hungry for something exotic and mysterious, ate it up completely. So was Rasputin actually some unwashed mystic who didn't care about appearances? Maybe. Or maybe he was one of the most calculated personal brand builders in history, centuries before Instagram. Not bad for a guy who smelled like a goat.